Have you ever thought about school systems in different countries? They're so diverse.
It's interesting how each country has its own way of teaching. Curriculum varies a lot.
True. Some focus on math and science, others on arts and humanities. Grading systems differ too.
Yeah, like in some places, it's numbers, while in others, it's letters. And pass marks vary.
Also, school hours can be different. In some countries, it's a longer day, while others have shorter hours.
That affects students' schedules and after-school activities. Speaking of which, extracurricular activities differ too.
Right. Sports, clubs, and hobbies can vary. In some places, they're part of the curriculum, but in others, they're separate.
It's interesting how culture plays a role. In some countries, competition is fierce, so students study a lot.
In others, it's more relaxed, with a focus on holistic development. Also, some countries have longer school years.
Longer breaks too. Some have shorter breaks but more frequent. And let's not forget uniforms. They're common in many places.
Yes, uniforms promote equality and discipline. But not all countries require them. Some allow casual dress.
And school facilities can be quite different. Some have high-tech classrooms, while others are more basic.
Technology is changing things. Some countries use tablets for lessons, while others still rely on textbooks.
Language of instruction varies too. Some teach in English, others in their native language.
That can affect students' global communication skills. Oh, and school starting age differs.
Right. In some places, kids start at 5, while in others, they're 6 or 7. It depends on the system.
School funding is a big factor too. Some countries invest heavily in education, while others struggle.
And that affects the quality of teaching, resources, and opportunities for students.
Yeah, it's all interconnected. But despite these differences, the goal is the same: to educate.
Definitely. Every system aims to prepare students for the future, even though the paths may vary.
It's fascinating how education adapts to each culture's values and needs.
Absolutely. And understanding these differences helps us appreciate the richness of global education.
It's a reminder that there's no one-size-fits-all approach to schooling.
Right. So, next time we think about education, let's remember the diversity out there.
Agreed. Learning about school systems worldwide broadens our perspective and opens our minds.
Learning multiple languages in school has many advantages. It boosts cognitive skills, right?
Absolutely. Bilingualism enhances problem solving and multitasking abilities. It's like exercising the brain, making it more flexible.
That's interesting. And it opens doors to better job opportunities, doesn't it?
Yes, being multilingual is a valuable skill in the global job market. Many companies seek employees who can communicate with diverse clients and partners.
Makes sense. But what about understanding different cultures?
Learning languages goes beyond words. It offers insights into customs, beliefs, and perspectives. It fosters empathy and bridges cultural gaps.
True. Traveling must be easier for multilingual people, right?
Definitely. Knowing the local language enhances travel experiences. It helps you connect with locals, navigate, and truly immerse in the culture.
I see. Are there any cognitive benefits besides problem solving?
Yes, studies show multilingualism improves memory and concentration. Switching between languages sharpens focus and boosts memory recall.
That's impressive. But does learning many languages at once confuse students?
It's a misconception. Multilingual education is systematic. Students gradually develop proficiency in each language. It enhances language learning strategies too.
Okay, but does being multilingual impact the first language negatively?
Not necessarily. Research indicates that multilinguals often have a richer vocabulary and better language control in their first language.
Good to know. Does age matter when learning multiple languages?
Younger learners tend to pick up languages more easily, but adults can also become proficient. It might take more effort, but it's still beneficial.
So, it's never too late to start?
Exactly. Learning languages is a lifelong journey. It's about the joy of discovery and connecting with people in new ways.
I like that perspective. But can everyone become multilingual?
Anyone can learn, but circumstances vary. Access to quality education and exposure to diverse languages matter. Motivation and practice play a role too.
Motivation is key, right?
Absolutely. Passion drives consistent learning. It's easier to stay committed when you're genuinely interested in the languages and cultures.
Agreed. Are there any social benefits to being multilingual?
Certainly. Multilinguals connect with a wider range of people. They build bridges between communities, fostering mutual respect and understanding.
That's beautiful. But do schools emphasize multilingual education?
Many educational systems are recognizing its value. Bilingual programs are growing. They prepare students for a globalized world and enrich their perspectives.
I hope more schools adopt this approach. Can being multilingual improve cognitive skills for older people?
Yes, it's like mental exercise. Learning new languages keeps the brain active, potentially delaying cognitive decline in older individuals.
That's encouraging. What about standardized tests? Do multilingual students perform differently?
Test scores might vary initially, but overall, multilingual students develop strong analytical and problem-solving skills that benefit them in the long run.
Good to know it's a long-term advantage. Does learning multiple languages require expensive resources?
Not necessarily. Online resources, language apps, and community classes are affordable options. Passion and consistent practice matter more than expensive tools.
That's reassuring. Can multilingualism be a form of self-expression too?
Absolutely. Different languages allow you to express thoughts and emotions uniquely. It's like having a versatile palette of colors for painting.
I like that analogy. Are there any drawbacks to multilingual education?
Time and effort are required, which some might find challenging. Mixing languages in conversations can happen, but it's a minor issue compared to the benefits.
So, the benefits outweigh the challenges?
Definitely. Being multilingual enriches your personal and professional life. It's an investment that pays off in diverse ways.
Well, you've convinced me. Multilingual education is a journey worth taking.
I'm glad to hear that. It's a journey of exploration, understanding, and connection. Embrace it and enjoy the learning process.
Technology has revolutionized education. It's everywhere now. How do you think it's affecting the way we learn?
It's true. Digital tools make learning more engaging. Online platforms provide flexibility. But traditional methods have their merits too.
Absolutely. Technology offers access to vast resources. Virtual classrooms enable global interactions. But, can it replace face-to-face teaching entirely?
Good point. Online learning suits different learning styles. However, in-person teaching builds interpersonal skills. It's a balance between convenience and depth.
Agreed. Plus, technology offers personalized learning. Adaptive software tailors content. Yet, it lacks the human touch and immediate clarifications of doubts.
Right? Interaction with peers is vital. Digital tools may lead to isolation. Also, not all students have access to high-speed internet or devices.
Yes, the digital divide is a concern. Still, technology enhances collaborative learning. Students worldwide can work together on projects and share perspectives.
Indeed. And it prepares students for the digital workplace. But, what about distractions? Online learning requires strong self-discipline.
True, staying focused can be tough. However, tools like time trackers and website blockers help manage distractions. It's about developing digital responsibility.
You're right. Also, technology allows for self-paced learning. Students grasp concepts at their speed. But, traditional classrooms provide immediate feedback from teachers.
Yes, teacher feedback is valuable. Online assessments might not capture the full picture. Moreover, learning in a physical classroom enhances social skills.
Exactly. Debates, discussions, and teamwork thrive in a classroom. However, technology offers multimedia learning. Visual aids can simplify complex topics.
Visuals do aid understanding. Interactive simulations make learning fun too. But, technology can't replace the guidance and mentorship of a skilled teacher.
Well said. Teachers inspire and shape minds. Still, technology aids differentiation. It adapts to various intelligences. Traditional methods might not cater to all.
Agreed. Diversity in learning styles exists. Technology bridges that gap. Yet, some argue it hampers critical thinking due to spoon-feeding information.
That's a concern. Students must learn to analyze, not just consume. It's essential to balance technological assistance with independent thinking.
Precisely. Also, technology enables lifelong learning. Online courses offer skill upgrades. But, can they replace the holistic growth from a formal education?
A formal education instills values, ethics, and cultural understanding. Yet, technology enhances research. It's about merging the best of both worlds.
True. Blended learning, perhaps. However, technology requires constant updates. Teachers must stay tech-savvy. Training is crucial for effective integration.
Continuous professional development is key. It ensures teachers remain relevant. Yet, technology can't replace a teacher's empathy and emotional connection.
Absolutely. Teachers motivate and guide. However, technology reaches remote areas. It's a tool for inclusive education, breaking geographical barriers.
Inclusivity is vital. Yet, can online platforms provide the same sense of belonging and support as a physical classroom?
That's a challenge. Peer interactions shape character. Balancing virtual and real-world interactions is essential for holistic development.
Agreed. Technology is a powerful aid, not a replacement. It enriches education but must be used thoughtfully to nurture well-rounded individuals.
Let's appreciate the benefits while safeguarding the essence of traditional teaching. It's about finding harmony between the old and the new.
Student mental health is crucial. Schools should prioritize emotional well-being. What do you think?
Absolutely. Schools play a vital role in nurturing students' mental health. Creating a supportive environment reduces stigma and encourages seeking help.
Agreed. Academic pressure can lead to stress and anxiety. How can schools address this?
Schools should teach stress management skills early on. Mindfulness exercises, time management workshops, and open dialogues about mental health can help students cope.
Good point. But what about the stigma around mental health?
Schools can combat stigma through awareness campaigns. Normalize conversations about mental well-being. When students see others opening up, they're more likely to seek help.
That makes sense. Can schools incorporate mental health into the curriculum?
Yes, integrated into subjects like physical education or life skills classes. Teaching resilience, coping strategies, and emotional intelligence can empower students.
True. Are there any signs teachers should look out for?
Changes in behavior, academic performance, or social interactions can signal distress. Teachers should be trained to recognize these signs and offer support.
Training is key. But what about peer support? Can it help?
Absolutely. Peer support programs create a safe space for students to share their feelings. Knowing they're not alone can alleviate stress.
That's powerful. How can schools involve parents in promoting mental health?
Regular workshops can educate parents about signs of mental distress and ways to support their children. Collaboration between schools and parents is vital.
Collaboration is key. Are there any relaxation techniques schools can teach?
Definitely. Deep breathing, progressive muscle relaxation, and guided imagery are effective. Incorporating these techniques into the daily routine can reduce stress.
Simple techniques can make a big difference. What about academic pressures? How can schools address that?
Schools should encourage a balanced approach. Emphasize learning over grades. Focus on individual progress rather than comparisons with peers.
Individual progress is more important. Are there ways to reduce the workload's impact on mental health?
Schools can promote realistic expectations. Assignments should be meaningful and manageable. Also, allow students flexibility and options to choose projects they're passionate about.
Meaningful assignments can be motivating. But what about exams? They often cause stress.
True. Schools should provide proper exam preparation. Teach study techniques, time management, and stress reduction strategies to boost confidence.
Confidence is key. Can physical activity contribute to mental well-being?
Absolutely. Physical activity releases endorphins, reducing stress and anxiety. Schools should offer regular physical education classes and promote extracurricular sports.
Exercise is a natural mood booster. How can schools help students deal with social pressures?
Schools should foster a culture of inclusivity and empathy. Anti-bullying campaigns, peer mentoring, and group activities can create a supportive social environment.
Inclusivity is crucial. Can arts and creativity play a role in promoting mental health?
Definitely. Art, music, and drama provide outlets for self-expression. Creative activities relieve stress and boost self-esteem. Schools should encourage these avenues.
Expressing oneself creatively is therapeutic. What about technology's impact on mental health?
Schools should educate students about responsible technology use. Teach them to balance online activities with real-life interactions and limit screen time for better sleep.
Balance is key. Can schools involve mental health professionals?
Yes, having counselors and psychologists on campus is essential. Students can access professional support in a familiar setting, reducing the barrier to seeking help.
Professional support can make a difference. Should schools have designated spaces for relaxation?
Absolutely. Quiet rooms or meditation corners provide spaces to unwind. Students can practice mindfulness and recharge during the school day.
Those spaces sound beneficial. How can schools create a sense of belonging?
Encourage clubs, teams, and extracurricular activities. When students find their niche, they form bonds, reducing feelings of isolation and enhancing well-being.
Finding a community is comforting. Are there any success stories in schools focusing on mental health?
Many schools worldwide have adopted comprehensive mental health programs. They report improved attendance, better academic performance, and overall student well-being.
That's inspiring. So, what's the key takeaway?
Schools must prioritize mental health. By fostering a supportive, holistic environment, they equip students with skills to navigate challenges and thrive.
Prioritizing well-being sets students up for success. Let's hope more schools embrace this approach. Effective study habits are crucial. Time management is a key factor, right?
Absolutely. Setting a study schedule helps allocate time for each subject. Breaks in between prevent burnout and boost concentration.
That makes sense. How about note-taking? Any tips?
Taking organized notes helps retain information. Use headings, bullet points, and highlight key details. Summarizing in your own words enhances understanding.
I'll remember that. Is active learning beneficial?
Yes, actively engaging with the material improves comprehension. Discuss topics, teach them to others, or create flashcards for active recall.
Active recall sounds effective. How can one handle distractions?
Create a designated study space free from distractions. Turn off notifications and set a timer for focus sessions. It's about creating a productive environment.
A focused environment is key. What about setting goals?
Setting specific, achievable goals gives direction. Break bigger goals into smaller tasks. Crossing off tasks provides a sense of accomplishment and motivation.
Small victories keep you motivated. How can one tackle difficult subjects?
Start with the challenging subjects when your mind is fresh. Break them into manageable chunks. Don't hesitate to ask for help when needed.
Tackling them early is wise. Is rereading notes effective?
Rereading alone isn't as effective. Instead, actively engage with the material. Test yourself on key points or explain concepts as if teaching someone else.
Active engagement is the key. What about technology? Can it aid studying?
Yes, but use it mindfully. Online resources, educational apps, and digital flashcards can enhance learning. But limit screen time to prevent distraction.
Balance is important. How can one retain information better?
Spaced repetition helps. Review material at intervals, gradually increasing the gap. It enhances long-term retention and reduces last-minute cramming.
Spaced repetition sounds effective. How can one manage time effectively during exams?
Prioritize studying based on the exam's weightage. Allocate more time to topics you're less confident in. Practice past papers for time management.
Prioritization is key during exams. Can one study too much?
Yes, overstudying can lead to burnout. Quality matters over quantity. Adequate sleep and breaks ensure a fresh mind for effective learning.
Quality over quantity, got it. Are there any techniques for memorization?
Mnemonic devices, acronyms, and visualization aid memorization. Associating new information with familiar concepts helps retain it better.
Associating sounds helpful. How can one stay motivated throughout the semester?
Set rewards for achieving study goals. Breaks, hobbies, or treats can be motivating. Celebrate progress to maintain enthusiasm.
Rewards sound motivating. Can study groups be helpful?
Study groups can aid understanding. Discussing topics, sharing insights, and teaching each other reinforce learning. Just ensure the group stays focused.
Study groups with focus, got it. How can one deal with procrastination?
Break tasks into smaller steps. Start with a task for just a few minutes. Often, getting started breaks the cycle of procrastination.
Starting small is a good strategy. What about staying healthy while studying?
Prioritize self-care. Eat well, exercise, and get sufficient sleep. A healthy body supports a healthy mind, enhancing productivity and focus.
Self-care is essential. Are breaks important during study sessions?
Yes, breaks refresh your mind. Use techniques like the Pomodoro technique, study for 25 minutes, then take a 5-minute break. It boosts efficiency.
Short breaks sound effective. Can visual aids help?
Visual aids like diagrams, charts, and mind maps simplify complex topics. They enhance understanding and make studying more engaging.
Visual aids make learning more interactive. How can one stay calm during exams?
Practice relaxation techniques like deep breathing or meditation. Arrive early, read instructions carefully, and start with questions you're confident in.